Ever wondered what fentanyl is? You've come to the right place. Fentanyl, a name that's been buzzing around for quite some time, is a potent synthetic opioid that's significantly stronger than most other opioids. It's a drug with a dual face, a lifesaver in the medical field, particularly in pain management, but also a life-taker when misused or abused. Its relevance in today's society is more significant than you might imagine. Ready to delve deeper? Stay with us. First, let's understand the chemical structure of fentanyl. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid designed to mimic the natural opium poppy plant. Its chemical structure consists of two phenethylamine rings linked by a nitrogen atom, creating a powerful binding affinity for the body's opioid receptors. This structure enables fentanyl to deliver potent pain relief, often much more effective than morphine or heroin. Now that we've got that under our belts, let's move on. Fentanyl is not just a street drug, but it has legitimate medical uses. As a potent synthetic opioid, it's a mainstay in the world of medicine. Fentanyl's primary use is for managing severe pain, especially after surgery. It is often prescribed to patients who have grown tolerant to other opioids, offering much-needed relief when other treatments can't keep up. But what sets fentanyl apart is its sheer potency. It's estimated to be 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine. That's right, 100 times. This high potency allows for lower doses to be used, providing the same level of pain relief with less substance. This can be a game changer for patients dealing with chronic or severe pain. Yet, it's important to remember that this high potency also makes fentanyl potentially dangerous. If not used as directed or if abused, the results can be lethal. However, it's this potency that makes it a double-edged sword. Scene script. Fentanyl comes in various forms. That's right, this potent opioid isn't one size fits all. Let's dive right into the different formulations. First up, we have the fentanyl patch. This is a transdermal system that slowly releases the drug through the skin over a period of time. It's often used for managing severe chronic pain in patients who are already on a regular schedule of long-term opioid treatment. Next, there's the fentanyl tablet. These are typically placed under the tongue or in the cheek cavity for quick absorption. They're used for breakthrough pain, which is a flare of pain experienced by some patients even though they're on regular long-term opioid treatment. Let's not forget the injectable form of fentanyl, commonly used in hospitals for anesthesia during surgeries. There's also a nasal spray and a lollipop formulation, yes, you heard it right, a lollipop, used for managing breakthrough pain in adults with cancer. But remember, all these forms carry risks if misused. Unfortunately, fentanyl is often misused recreationally. While it's a potent painkiller with legitimate medical uses, fentanyl has found its way into the hands of those seeking a euphoric high. This powerful opioid is up to 100 times more potent than morphine, making it dangerously attractive to those with a penchant for risk. Recreational users often misuse prescription fentanyl or its illicitly manufactured counterparts, not realizing the peril they're stepping into. The high potency of fentanyl means even a tiny amount can cause a deadly overdose. It's a game of Russian roulette, where the stakes are life and death. Beyond the immediate risk of overdose, fentanyl misuse can also lead to long-term health issues. These include respiratory problems, mental health disorders, and the development of a crippling addiction. The consequences are severe, affecting not just the user but their loved ones and the wider community as well. This misuse has led to a significant problem, the opioid epidemic. The opioid epidemic has hit the United States hard. An invisible monster, it has wrapped its claws around the nation, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. At the center of this crisis stands fentanyl, a powerful opioid, some 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine. Used correctly, it can bring much-needed relief to those suffering from severe pain. However, its misuse has contributed significantly to the opioid crisis. Fentanyl's extreme potency means that even a slight miscalculation in dosage can lead to an overdose, and its addictive nature makes it a high-risk drug. With its easy accessibility and various forms, from patches to pills, the misuse of fentanyl has skyrocketed, leading to an alarming increase in opioid addiction rates across the country. This epidemic is not just about numbers, it's about real people, real lives being drastically affected. And at the heart of this epidemic lies an even more dangerous issue: overdose. Overdose and tolerance, two grave risks associated with fentanyl. Fentanyl is potent, and it's easy to underestimate just how much. An overdose can occur when a person takes more than their body can handle, leading to a cascade of debilitating effects. The heart rate may slow, breathing can become shallow, and in severe cases, it may lead to unconsciousness or even death. On the other side of the coin, we have tolerance. Tolerance is when the body adapts to the drug, requiring more of it to achieve the same effects. This can lead to an escalating cycle of use where the individual may consume dangerously high amounts of the drug just to feel normal. But here's the catch. While the body may develop a tolerance to the euphoric effects of fentanyl, it doesn't necessarily develop a tolerance to the lethal effects. This makes the risk of overdose even greater for those who have built up a tolerance. These risks make the prevention and treatment of fentanyl abuse crucial. Preventing fentanyl misuse and treating addiction is possible. A crucial first step is increasing awareness about the potency and potential dangers of fentanyl. Encouraging safe prescription practices among health professionals can also play a significant role in prevention. As for those who are already grappling with addiction, a combination of medications, counseling, and behavioral therapies can help. Medications such as naltrexone, methadone, and buprenorphine can be used to manage withdrawal symptoms and cravings. Counseling provides support, helps improve motivation, and addresses co-occurring mental health issues. Behavioral therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy and contingency management can help change the thought patterns and behaviors that led to substance abuse. Remember, recovery is a long-term process, and relapse is a common part of it. It's important to stay patient and persistent. However, the illicit production and distribution of synthetic fentanyl complicates things. Synthetic fentanyl and legislation, a complex but important relationship. Synthetic fentanyl refers to the man-made variations of the potent opioid fentanyl. It's crafted in laboratories and often sold illicitly, contributing significantly to the opioid crisis. These variations, or analogs, can be even more potent than the original substance, amplifying the risks associated with misuse. From carfentanil, which is 100 times stronger than fentanyl, to acetylfentanyl, these synthetic versions pose an enormous public health challenge. Legislation plays a crucial role in controlling the spread and impact of synthetic fentanyl. In the United States, the Controlled Substances Act regulates the manufacture and distribution of fentanyl and its analogs. The law classifies fentanyl as a Schedule II drug, meaning it has a high potential for abuse, with use potentially leading to severe psychological or physical dependence. However, the rapidly evolving nature of synthetic fentanyl keeps lawmakers and law enforcement on their toes, as new variations constantly emerge. Legal or not, the misuse of fentanyl has severe consequences. The misuse of fentanyl affects us all. This powerful opioid has been linked to a surge in overdose deaths. In fact, it's so potent, it's considered to be 50 to 100 times stronger than morphine. This means that even a small amount can lead to a fatal overdose. The death toll is rising, and it's a crisis that's causing ripples through communities far and wide. But the impact of fentanyl misuse extends beyond the immediate and tragic loss of life. The side effects of fentanyl can be severe, even in those who survive. These can include severe respiratory problems, unconsciousness, and long-term harm to mental and physical health. And let's not forget about the vulnerable groups that are disproportionately affected. This includes people who are homeless, those with mental health issues, and individuals living in poverty. For these groups, the risk of fentanyl misuse and the challenges of recovery can be even more significant. Fentanyl misuse is also fueling a dark and dangerous underworld of illicit drug trafficking. This potent opioid is often mixed with other drugs to increase their potency, leading to a deadly cocktail that's sold on the streets. The consequences of this are far-reaching, contributing to crime, violence, and societal instability. But how do we tackle this crisis? Well, detection is key. Advances in drug testing systems are making it easier to identify fentanyl, even in small quantities. This is crucial in the fight against fentanyl misuse, helping to intercept illicit supplies and providing vital information in emergency medical situations. And let's not overlook the importance of research and development. Scientists are continually exploring the medical potential of fentanyl, striving to find ways to harness its pain-relieving properties without the risk of addiction and overdose. So while the impact of fentanyl misuse is undoubtedly severe, there is hope. Through detection, research, and education, we can fight back against this crisis and protect the most vulnerable among us. Knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay safe.